Well, we have a cooler day for about half of Minnesota today as a cool front really divides the state. Still some showers to the north, but the upper level ridge really dominates the weather the next several days, keeping things warm and dry and a shot at 90 ahead. And that air quality today is better than yesterday. There will still be pockets of moderate air quality here in southern Minnesota and also to the north, but pretty good in central and northeastern Minnesota, at least forecast here by the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. We won't have as much of that ozone, but there's still some smoke in the sky, and with that cool front, maybe pushing some of that down towards the ground. So still a lot of smoke here across North America from those Canadian wildfires, and that will be with us into part of tomorrow. It does look as though that will start to clear out late Thursday and then into the weekend. So we're gonna have lots of sun and actual blue skies, it looks like, for the weekend. Things won't be quite as hazy. Now we have this cool front that's kind of stalled across Minnesota into northern Wisconsin. Still some lingering showers, a lot more clouds to the north too, and quite the drop in temperatures over the last 24 hours. Many places more than 10 degrees cooler in northern Minnesota. But as you get into southern Minnesota, you can see it's actually a degree or two warmer. So that front not quite reaching across the entire state. The Twin Cities seeing some cooler air here today, but not as dramatically cooler as to the north. The real front kind of stalled further off to the north and east, the more significant change in those temperatures. And combine that sort of backdoor front when it comes out of the northeast like this, when you combine that with Lake Superior, that really pushes the cool air inland. So anywhere near Lake Superior is going to be a lot cooler today. In fact, maybe struggling to get to 50 in Duluth. Well, we'll be in the mid 70s in the Twin Cities, about 10 degrees cooler, but closer to normal actually. These are the temperature anomalies, or compared to normal. Below normal for northern Minnesota, but southwestern Minnesota still above normal today, and still probably in the low to mid 80s in the southwestern part of the state. But here's that northeast wind you can see just lined up perfectly with Lake Superior, and that cool air on a day like this with these conditions gets all the way even to Lake Mille Lacs. You'll get some modified, at least, Lake Superior air. So certainly for a larger swath than normally would see it today. So we do have some showers along that front, kind of lingering, more clouds. That'll also keep the temperatures down to the north. And we're going to be kind of intermittent in the cloud cover here in southern Minnesota, but those thicker clouds with the showers stay to the north. Overall, though, this upper level ridge, we've been talking about, this pattern just persists and reestablishes itself. We do have some breaks, these occasional little pockets of cool air aloft try to break through. Those will manifest as some minor disturbances, which is all you need to create a few showers and thunderstorms, but they really are going to stay to the west and try to ride up and over the ridge overall. So this is total precip for the weekend, Friday through Monday. You can see northwestern Minnesota, a shot at some of those showers and thunderstorms breaking through. These are 3 different models for that total precip, but really here in the eastern part of the state and for 80% of Minnesota, we're going to stay largely dry. These are a day-by-day probability of rain chances. And as we head into Memorial Day, we start to see the chance in western Minnesota, 20 to 30% chance of some showers or thunderstorms. And then the ridge just really continues to dominate next week. In fact, we're going to start to see the heat build a little under that ridge. A real shot at 90. Most of the models agree sometime next week, middle to late week, we'll have our first 90 in the Twin Cities and for many spots in western and southern Minnesota. So not only will it continue to be dry, but we're going to add some heat to the mix. Mid 70s though today and tomorrow. Again, right about where we should be actually. And then that smoke clears out. Should be very nice here Friday, Saturday, and Memorial Day. All 4 days of a holiday weekend. How often do we do that? And then again, just hotter next week. Maybe some isolated thunder with that heat by Tuesday.